While Macron is warning the international community to remember what we learned from World War I, some fear the lessons of World War II are being forgotten as well. But as Adam Reilly shows us, one local museum is looking to keep those memories alive.
From this portable air raid siren to these propaganda posters to the Enigma machines used by the Nazis to send coded messages, every object in Natick's International Museum of World War II makes that cataclysm feel closer. Reminders like these are increasingly necessary. One recent poll found that 2/3 of American millennials don't know what Auschwitz was, and that 52% of all Americans incorrectly think Hitler came to power through force.
I am concerned. Every generation keeps forgetting the human stories of the past.
Kenneth Rendell is the museum's founder and director. Right now, he warns, the climate is eerily similar to the years just before the Second World War began.
You have a large segment of the population that feels they're disenfranchised. Nationalism is a huge issue. Finding a common enemy that everybody can blame everything on. And then the marketing of propaganda. You tell lies often enough, you just keep repeating them.
In World War II, that toxic mix took an unimaginable human toll. Some 60 million people died worldwide, including 400,000 American troops. There are still a handful of living World War II veterans who remember the conflict, including 96-year-old Richard Dinning.
I was a pilot who flew B-17s with the 8th Air Force out of a base in England, primarily over German targets.
Now Dinning volunteers at the International Museum of World War II every week, sharing his tales from dozens of bomber missions.
I know what being under stress, political stress is, how you can be drawn into a battle, and how a toxic leadership can lead into horrendous battles and wars. I'm reminded of that these days.
Which raises a huge question. Can the lessons from a war fought 7 decades ago still shape our decisions?
Those who visit this museum, they begin to have a fairly good appreciation of World War II.
Rendell is more guarded.
The horror of all of this is very hard to deal with. How do you convey as much of that reality as people can deal with? Because really hitting people with all of it, they just shut down.
And yet, he adds, the alternative is unacceptable.
Well, the fear is that people won't learn any of the lessons. And if you don't pay attention, it will all just keep repeating.
Adam Reilly, WGBH News.
The International Museum of World War II hosts school groups during the week, but they're open for walk-in visitors on Fridays and Saturdays from 9 to 4.